Two things about Zoloft. The breaker was recently, I just revealed this last hour, I've been, with my PRI for a long time, dealing with it, many salves, many creams, all these different things I've tried. Finally, at my physical the other day, after a P1 suggested, hey, maybe an antidepressant could work. It worked for her. It was a side effect. When she was taking an antidepressant, it got rid of painful rectal itch.
Are people depressed because their buttholes are tight?
Maybe that's
I don't know enough about the condition.
Now, why there?
I don't know.
Why not a rash on your neck?
I don't know. What a question. I don't know. Apparently, it just cures itch. I mean, it can be a side of just getting rid of itch, period.
Okay.
And so the doctor, I brought it up to him, and I thought he was going to laugh me out of the room. But he said, well, that does happen. And then he did a bunch of research. He actually suggested two things. One is called capsaicin. You familiar with that product?
I am. That's spicy.
Very. So he said that tends to cure itch, but it causes really bad. I mean, it hurts when you put it on.
I mean, that's hot pepper based.
Exactly.
Isn't that what they call peppers in Australia? Don't they call them capsaicin or capsicums?
It is hot pepper based. I mean, that's right.
Huh.
So he said, let's avoid that one for now. Let's try the Zoloft first.
Not putting ghost peppers up there.
I thought for sure he would go with that first because it's over the counter.
Non-prescription.
Right. But he said, let's try the Zoloft.
And probably a little more natural.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
But he wanted to go with Zoloft for a month, see if it works. So I'm starting on that tomorrow. Everybody's thrilled.
Yeah.
My attitude, they think, will change.
Well, it can't get worse.
A few
It's true.
A few emails on this. One says, took Zoloft for a long time. It actually makes you great in bed. You can't climax. You keep trying, but you can't. Your partner will thank you.
Okay.
So there's that. Okay. It takes forever to climax, what they say.
Even they want you to finish eventually.
Eventually. He says eventually you do, but he says you'll make you feel like a champ in bed. So, okay.
They're calling it the two-pump chump.
Yeah.
Instead of the two-hump grump, the two-pump chump. But now,
With a nice clear rump.
but no. But not anymore. I mean, if you're pumping for a while, then, I mean, eventually it's like, well, Sports Center's coming on. We got to, come on. Let's do.
I just hope it doesn't affect your routine because I know how much you love the gym, and I hope it doesn't take you
That's
out
a
of there.
good, yeah.
Because it might say,
But you got to figure a lot of people are on this type of stuff.
You'd be shocked.
Right.
yeah, there's people driving around right now just
Tons.
all up in them.
Tons. A P1 says, I took the drug. It was the best and worst decision I ever made. If you have an inner voice that makes you doubt yourself constantly, which I do, all right, is that voice will fade and then go away after about a week. It will be non-existent, so you will relax like you never had before. However, I got so relaxed, I stopped caring about almost everything, bad and good. I'd watch the news. I wouldn't care. You only do things that make you happy, so be very, very careful. You could be lured into something that is dangerous for you that makes you happy.
Well, it's all about dosage, yeah?
That too. He said put me on a low dose.
Yeah.
But boy, if I get a little taste of it.
Yeah, baby. The first one's free.
24-hour pickleball, 24 straight hours.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you never come in.
The things that make me happy, I just...
You'll call in sick.
Which I never do.
Never.
I've never called in sick. My God, can you imagine that?
Yes.
Anyway. I'm going to let you know my progress on this.
Oh, we'll know.
I mean, I'm excited about it.
You should do like a video diary every day.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, we could actually post it.
Yeah, like today's your last day
pre-Zoloft. Today,
this morning is,
I'm picking up the
tonight.
prescription today is what I'm doing. So there you have it. Now, this is a bit of a health report, in fact. Chris Demm saw this study. It does make some sense. They did the study in Brazil, but they think it would be even more accurate, more pronounced for Americans. The worst thing you can eat, they're saying, a new worst thing you can eat, ultra-processed foods, which we've known processed. Ultra-processed food. Processed is like a ham in your refrigerator.
Yes.
Ultra-processed is frozen pizza in your freezer. Just the worst for hot dogs are considered ultra-processed food.
Not just pizza. I would think anything frozen that's not a vegetable.
Exactly.
Like frozen cheese sticks
Exactly.
or any frozen appetizer type food. There's frozen potato skins.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Case in point.
I'll tell you this, man. They got a lot of those over at Trader Joe's. I know Dave poo-poos Trader Joe's. They do a nice frozen little appetizer.
Aren't they known for their frozen items?
They are. You throw that out on the table. You heat it up for 45 minutes or whatever, and you throw out, something like you just described. They're very good. But I see what they're talking about here. And you know it's full of fat and salt, and it's so processed. It's terrible. Preservatives. It's terrible for you. So they are saying that Brazilians, and they assume Americans, are eating way more of these than we ever had. On the go, quick, you put it in your oven, you got it.
Always got a Paul Newman in our freezer.
Is that right?
Amen. No.
Always.
It increases the risk of almost everything: cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, weight gain, everything. Goes up with these ultra processed foods. And they're saying we're eating way more of it than we ever have before. So get off of it if you can.
I wonder where the line is for frozen.
Easy for you to say, Mr. Z.
Yeah, man.
Well, just stop eating it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess just stop eating. Whatever.
Well, stop eating it, I guess.
Well, whatever.
You're going to load up.
Leslie Jordan's ghost.
Well, all right.
The ghost of Leslie Jordan.
Well, I guess it's bad for you. I don't know.
Another doctor, health report, London, says her name is Professor Sally Bloomfield, and she says, one thing I would advise people to stop doing, this might go to itching, stop taking showers all the time. You're taking showers with hot water. It's too hot. It is not, it's socially acceptable, of course, but you do not need to shower every day, and it's causing your body to be stripped of oil. It's not the first time we've heard that you don't have to shower.
Now, I read this about every 3 months.
I know.
Somebody says, you're washing your hair too much. You're showering too much.
Right. That's right.
I'm going to go to the grave with my habits.
It does seem,
especially if you work out every day.
You have to.
People that run and sweat like they do.
You have to. She says washing too much strips the body of its self-regulating microbiomes, microorganisms that live on the body that make your skin healthier, and it strips you of that. And that way you have dry skin and you itch. That's what she said.
We are an itchy people.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of anti-itch products.
I think it's more from soap than it is from the shower, from the water.
That's what I was going to say. Didn't we have that not long ago where it was like you should only use soap every other day?
Maybe that would make a difference. You think more than soap?
I think it's the water temp.
It's the hot water.
And the hot water. That doesn't help either.
Yeah, that's what she says. Now, she says people think you have to drive away the stink by showering every day, but you honestly can do that just with a quick little bird bath, on your...
Is that what she does?
That's what she says.
I'd like to see her routine. What does she put under her pits?
It's funny you ask, but they ask her, do you shower every day? And she said, well, yes, because it's the socially acceptable thing to do. And my hair, she tries to keep her hair looking good. So, that's what we do. Your hair's a mess if you don't shower.
And they started, what do they invent? It's been 15 years, maybe 20, this dry shampoo. That's been around for a while. Well, a month ago, they had to recall a dozen types because it had a cancer-causing agent in it.
It doesn't surprise me.
I don't love the sound of that dry shampoo. I've never used it. My daughter uses
it's mostly for women.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or longer hair.
Now, see, my son leads the way on this. He loves to not shower. He's the champion of not showering.
He's gone a long way into his senior year to be that offensive.
Right.
in that department.
You're exactly right.
Well, I don't know his social life or his personal life as far as dating. But...
A few. And he does get clean for those occasions.
Like on a Friday night, if he's going to go out with the bros, does he get cleaned up?
You might come across.
Yeah, he does.
Football game, he'll get dressed.
He does.
There'll be some girls there.
Well,
and
a chance. Yesterday he toured High Point University. You're familiar?
Absolutely.
All right.
We have a colleague who teaches that university.
Correct.
There's several people that work there.
High Point University, and he's of course looking at university now. And he came home and he goes, Dad, there are baddies leaking out all over that campus. And I said,
baddies
yes,
is slang
baddies is slang for attractive young women. And he goes, baddies are leaking out of the woodwork over there. You would not believe it. And I said, son, I was at a St. Patrick's Day event where several of these baddies were a few months ago. Chris Demm was there.
These were the day drinking baddies.
These were drunk baddies with their drunk boyfriends.
On a warm March day,
spring afternoon. And I got to tell you, I would concur that there are some baddies on that university. But when he said they're swimming out of the rivers.
Yeah, those are out-of-state baddies.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not seen that.
Migrating baddies. And he said, can I go there? And I said, well, we'll consider, but it's
going to set you back.
It's a little bit expensive to go there. And he goes, Dad.
See you in a month.
He goes, Dad.
You got to come with me to look at the place.
I'll see you after the Z takes effect.
He goes, you knocking down some hundos. Let's go. You knocking down some bread. And I said, son, you have no idea.
Yeah, he couldn't pick a better month to tour that
This
school.
is the time.
I would say in 2 weeks, you'll be writing a check.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
And just sign it Z.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Heroin Scott, you're talking about the advice of the doctor in London saying, you don't need to shower every day. Go ahead.
I think a lot of this is coming from these freaky, disgusting women that like stinky men. I have met women that are turned on by the smell of this musty underarm stench, and it's the most disgusting thing in the world. I mean, think about it. Women wrote love letters to Richard Ramirez and Jeffrey Dahmer. Women are disgusting.
Say it out like that.
Take it down a peg, bro.
Is that possible?
We haven't had a Heroin Scott hates women call in a while.
No. He's been saving up.
That is an interesting take on that. These women, they're disgusting. Thank you, Heroin Scott.
Well-
he comes from a different angle a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know, he'll say something like that.
What is it? Is it A Fish Called Wanda with the great Kevin Kline?
Yep.
Before he makes love with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
He sniffs his own armpit to get in the mood.
yeah, he's up there like on top of her, shirtless.
Yes. He
What a scene.
pulls it off.
What a scene. I know. And when I watched that, I was like 16 years old. I was like,
What is he
Did
doing?
people do that? He sniffs his. Like
I'm a man.
Gets him in the mood.